Hey everybody.
Hi.
All right. Hey you guys. Hi. We are
Hi.
so excited to have our Thursday Health Chat today. And we are back in the kitchen. And today I have a helper. Chloe is going to help me today. But before we do that, all month long we have been sharing about our testimonies and the results that people have been getting from doing the Prove It Challenge. And all that really is, guys, is just you are making small changes, one step at a time. And what we practice is staying consistent with those changes and changes in what we eat, changes in what we drink, changes in what we do every day. And we have people that are experiencing amazing results. And so before now, we started in January. We haven't really shared as much. So we have a special guest on here today. I'm going to let Coletta introduce. And Chloe and I are going to do a little bit more cooking and I'm going to pass it to them and then we're going to come back to the kitchen. So be sure to stick around. And please share the feed. Share it with your friends. Tag your friends and family. But share, share, share. All right, now I am going to pass it to Coletta.
Hi, everybody. Hi. I'm just so glad to be here. And we have been enjoying these health chats and sharing with so many people because we want to reach the masses. It's not just us, we want our community, but everybody. And so this afternoon, this is my friend and my partner, and I've known her. I want to say now for I know at least 30 years,
Yes,
and
yes.
we were neighbors when I lived in Chicago. But a very very special friend and dear to my heart. And so I want to introduce you to her so she can share with you her story and all that she has gone through and the challenges with health as well. And so I want to just let you know that she is a healthcare underwriter. She
Hmm.
underwrites for the senior care and for hospitals. So she does know about health. So I'm going to turn it over to Lucia Jones, also my prayer partner too. And
Yes, yes, yes,
now
yes.
let her share her story.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lucia, and like Coletta said, we've been friends for a long time. She was there to babysit my babies, who are now 35 and 33. So that lets you know how long that's been. But she also introduced me to Shackley about 25 years ago. So I've been in the Shackley family that long, taking the vitamins. I can say, just like she says, that they do work. They're wonderful. I really believe they helped me through various health challenges that I've had over the years. And then I'm happy to say that I celebrated 60 years in November. I'm 60 years old, and I feel the same way. I feel like I was in high school. I don't know if I look it, but inside I feel it. I have a lot of energy, and I have a lot of passion for the things that I do. Right now, currently, like she said, I do work in healthcare underwriting. I've been there for about 4 years. And it's funny how I can be in this space now where I see people that are affected by health choices that they have to make. Our seniors, when they're in the senior home, long term care, but just seeing life out of that perspective on the other end and realizing the advantage that I have had by being in the Shackley family and using the Shackley products all these years. I recently started the 7-day challenge. I mentioned to Coletta that I've never detoxed my body. I am Puerto Rican. I love coffee. I not too much spicy food. Um, I do love my sugar. And so starting the 7-day challenge was a challenge for me. And so following the process and giving up those foods and doing the salads and the healthy snacks. And then I was surprised because in the 7 days, I lost almost 5 pounds, which I didn't have to because I'm not a small frame, but it really showed me that by making healthy choices and following the process, those were the benefits that I have gained. One of my other challenges during that 7 day was drinking water. I am not a water drinker, but using the format and following the formula, drinking the water with the lemon, and I also did water with cucumbers. And just recently, when I went to the store, I bought Nestle water with oranges and cherries just to help me change the flavor of my water to drink it more often. So that's a good change. Also gave up the sugar during the 7 day challenge. So I love my black coffee and I love it with a lot of sugar. Someone says, "How do you drink your coffee? Black and sweet." But along with the 7 day challenge, I gave up the sugar and I started using equal sweetener in my coffee, and that's one habit that I've kept in that. And I have to say that I'm feeling more energized. I believe that changing my food has helped me a lot. When I go out and do my groceries now and I'm picking my choices, I'm making better food choices now. I'm reading labels, which is really big for me, you know, but also found that the healthy food that I've been eating has been beneficial to me. And I really believe it's helping me with just making better choices every day because when you feel better, you do better. You know, the body and the soul and the mind all come together, and I'm balanced now, and I'm going to continue to make those choices going forward.
Thank you, Lucia. Thank you. And it's just like what her business, the title is Reach One, Teach One.
Yes.
So being an example for so many people and saying that you can have a better and healthier life and the quality of life by just making some choices. And so that's what this is all. This is what this has been about, is making those choices for a better life. And so now I'm going to turn it over to Crystal because she is the one who always does this food in the kitchen. And she did it last week with the green smoothie. And I know it was good because I've done the recipe.
Wonderful.
And so she's going to share, and then she'll pass it on to Ashley because she's going to talk about some nutritional things.
Yes, thank you, Colette. And thank you, Lucia. That was an awesome story and testimony. I'm
Yes.
You're welcome.
inspiring people. Thank you for sharing it with us. And congratulations on your results. It is National Nutrition Month, so all month we've been focusing on ways to get more nutrition into our diets, especially when it comes to greens, because that is one of the easiest ways to get a whole lot of nutrition at one time is with greens. And so, as Coletta mentioned last week, I made the green smoothie, which still looking for a name for it. So, but it's really good. And if you haven't tried it, make sure you go and check out the video from last week to see exactly what I put in it. And if you come up with a name, let us know. And this week, I am super excited because Ashley and Chloe are in the kitchen, mommy and daughter. Yay! And they are going to be, I think, from last week, making an amazing chili. I think I'm going to let Ashley tell you more about it. But ever since last week, I've been excited because I've heard her talk about her chili before and it sounds delicious. And I am just can't wait to see how you make it and get that amazing recipe. So, Ashley and Chloe, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. Okay. So I am making. Say hi. So I am making chili, and this is one like this is a family fave, and it's also one that I turn to when, um, well, all the time because it's oh that's really cool because it's very easy to make. If you have a crock pot, you just throw all of the ingredients in the crock pot. If you don't have a crock pot, it's okay. You can make it in like one of those, taller pots or just, a big pot. Okay, so what I use, and I've already rinsed off, yes, we're gonna show them this too. But I've already rinsed off my beans, and I hope you can see. I've kind of put them all into one big bowl because they all go into the same pot. So these are black beans, and they're all organic.
garbanzo beans or chickpeas, and then the red kidney beans here. So I rinse them off, and let's see, my pot. I don't know if you um, down just a little bit. Okay, so I rinsed them off, and this. Here's my pot, my crock pot. And actually, before I do that, I like the more I don't know if I'm saying it right. Muir Glen. I really like the tomato sauce, and I actually use that to make all my tomato-based things. So my spaghetti, whatever, chili, I use this, and then I just season it. And these are pretty. Oh, these are anyway very expensive, and so I use the no salt added, and it's just the Muir Glen organic tomato sauce. And so I'll just put. I use about 4 cans of it. And I'll just put that in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do this one. Ready? Good job. Shit, man. Okay. And you guys can feel free to say, chat while I'm doing this. Okay. Wow. Where are you? Come back this way.
Yeah, I wanted to say that tomato sauce, that brand is really good. It's my favorite as well. I know they have like the fire roasted tomatoes, which I use in a lot of things because it has that like fire char grill flavor to it. So
Yeah.
with you on that.
So now I'm just putting in all of my beans, and let me stir it up a little bit. Can I stir it up? Yeah, sure.
One of the things I can say while she's doing that is that in our Health Journey Jumpstart, when we started in January, the idea was to continue to help people to learn about different recipes and things that they can do to interchange out some of the bad food that they were eating. And so I've learned so many different recipes to follow and to just try, and they have been so good. Even when it came to the shakes, it was like, okay, I just, do my shake and put maybe strawberries in it or blueberries. But then people would say, oh no, put a little bit of peanut butter in it. And I was like, what? Yeah, I mean, and the pineapples as well. So, I mean, good tasting shakes. And then with, of course, the greens and the spinach, putting all that in there. And sometimes we like, I don't know if this tastes as good as I thought it was going to taste. But it turned out tasting very good. And the other thing was too was that we were focusing on greens this month.
Yes.
Talked about last week about because I know some people don't like collard greens, and so we talked about that. Hey, we have a product that is called the organic greens that will supplement for what you're not doing when cooking those collard greens and the kales and the spinach and
Yes.
the Brussels sprouts and things. So that was the other thing that I like, that if I made my shake, I can put a little bit of those greens in there and still get the benefit of my vitamin A, my D, my vitamin K, along with my supplements that I'm also taking. So that was the one thing that I like, that we were posting those recipes in there. So
I
you have
saw it.
no excuse to not try something different.
I was going to say, Coletta, when Coletta talks about greens, that's me. I don't eat greens, but she loves my husband's greens. So we always make sure she gets some of those. But for next month, for the month of April, I have Go Green. So I ordered the greens, Shackley product. Yes, I said I will try that. And Crystal, you're too. I have the Green Granny Shake, the smoothie to try that as well too for April. So as part of it is like it's such a great thing because you don't have to stick with the same thing. Just try something new. And I'm thankful for the recipes that gives me the options to try something new. So next month I'm going green.
Woo! And speaking of that, Teresa just said, Crystal called the drink green like me, representing Shackley. I love it. Green like me. That's a good one. Hey, Patricia. Okay, so I put my beans in, I put the tomato sauce in. So now what I like to use is garlic powder, Italian seasoning, basil leaves, and a little bit more chili powder. So I like garlic powder. So I use quite a bit. And I love garlic. I love it, I love it, I love it. And I really love basil too. So for this, like there's no like specific measurements. I put a whole bunch in there. A whole bunch of garlic powder in there. And I'll put some chili powder in there. I don't put a whole lot in it because of the kiddos. But I do, well, I'll get to the turkey burger in a second. Here, you want to do this one? Okay, and this is Italian seasoning. You can do that. Okay, so I also have chopped spinach, and this is straight from the freezer. This is just frozen spinach, so you don't have to cook it before or anything. And so I will just put it in here, frozen. It's already chopped and ready to go. And you know, like it looks like a lot of greens until you cook it, so you don't have to be like, oh my gosh, this is so much. And then, okay, there you go. And then I also use the organic greens booster, which we love. They love it too. But they can't, it's like you can't taste it. And even my husband, like, he'll remind me. He'll be like, did you put the greens booster in there? I'll be like, oh yeah. But you can't really taste it in sauces like this or in dishes like this. So we put in our spaghetti sauce. We put it in the chili. That's good, babe. And look, so the scoops are super small. And it really is like, can you see it? Like ground up. It's no fillers, no preservatives, none of that stuff. All it is, where is it? All it is, sorry guys, no artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, or preservatives. And all it is, sorry, I'm looking for, oh, here it is, organic kale, organic spinach, organic broccoli. And that's it. And so I'll just do a couple little spoonfuls of this just to give it another little boost. And the cool thing is that if I run out of greens.
Mommy, don't forget this one.
Oh, okay. If I run out of like these, if I'm out of these, then I can just grab this and put a little bit more in there. Okay. Yeah, we can do it together.
What I love the fact that Chloe's in there helping you now, so she's gonna know what you put in the chili, because they didn't know before. You were telling us that you can slip those greens in, for the children. So now she's gonna know this is what mommy is putting in our chili.
I know, right? I know. Now, Dave, the interesting thing is, most of the time when they have greens that are just separate, it's kind of been, they don't always eat them. But when I put it in something like this, they still see that it's there. Like they don't really know about the organic greens booster because you can't really see it once you put it in there. But they'll see that it's in there, but they still like it. I guess because it's mixed up with everything else. Okay, so I've mixed all of this up, and I'm actually going to put a little bit of water. You can use chicken broth or you can use water. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Just to kind of loosen it up some. And then, of course, it's a crock pot, so it's going to add moisture and stuff as it's cooking. Okay. Hey, Patricia. Okay, all done.
And actually, this recipe is completely vegan.
What'd you say?
Is this recipe completely vegan?
Now, this one, the one that I'm cooking today, is not, because Chloe really loves to make Jiffy, guys. So we're gonna make that later. But this one is not. So I'm making turkey burger, but I wanted to ground turkey because my husband was like, "Can you use ground turkey this time?"
But this is what I use when I do make it vegan. It's just the Boca crumbles, and I season it exactly like I. Hold on, just a second. I season it exactly like I season the ground turkey. It has 11 grams of protein, 95% less fat than ground beef crumbles. Now I will say that we don't use ground beef. Um, I don't buy it unless it's like the 4th of July. But it's like very, very rare that we eat ground beef. But these are really great, and you just season them exactly like you season anything else. So I'm gonna cook this afterwards for. It's thawing out now, but I'm gonna cook this afterwards for some tacos. But you just season exactly the same. Okay. So now that I did that, mhm,
Why do you say you can do this later?
we're gonna do it later. Okay.
I want to do it today. I want to do it later.
Okay. You can. Just later. Okay. Okay, so for the ground turkey, what I like to do is I brown it, and then I'll put on it chili powder and a little bit of garlic powder. A lot of the stuff that I put in the actual chili sauce, the garlic powder, some basil, whatever. And you can put just like a little pinch. Hold on, really quick, okay? You can put a little pinch of sugar, just a little, and you can do brown sugar. You can do um, oh my gosh, turbinado. There's another word for it. It comes in a brown box. You guys know what I'm talking about? The sugar that comes in the brown box. What's it called? Oh man,
The rock, sugar in the rock.
Yeah, sugar in the rock. You can
Okay.
use, but you don't need a lot. You only need a little bit. And so after after the ground turkey is browned, I'll put all of that in it, and you can be very liberal with the chili powder with it. And then I'll put a top over it. I'll put a top over it, and then I'll just let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes, and it gets really good and tasty. And you can do this with the boca too. Like I think that's the trick for the boca. Like you don't just brown it and then put it in the chili. You brown it, you put all those ingredients on it, and then you stir it up and let it simmer. And then it gets so good. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here so you can see. This has simmered. It hasn't simmered for as long as I normally do, but I normally simmer for like 15 to 30 minutes. And I normally put this on first, and then I, take all of the other stuff out of the cans, rinse it, and put it in there, and then I'll come back to this, which is what I did this morning. It smells good, doesn't it? So this is what it looks like. And it's so yummy, 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 yummy. And then so I just put that here. And you can make your chili how you want to make it. Like if you want to put in corn, I think last time I put in corn too. And you can. But the cool thing is because of the crock pot, you don't have to the only thing you have to cook is the meat or the meat replacement.
Can I mix it up?
I think I'm gonna do this one.
I know how to do it too.
Yeah, you do. Okay, you can do it with me. So then you just mix it all up.
Delicious chili.
Delicious. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest, okay?
Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
next time I'm gonna eat that kind of chili.
Okay. So when you put the meat in there, you'll see that it might be a little thicker, so I'll just add a little bit more water. And I use the Get Clean pitcher for my water. It just makes it so much, it's just super easy and it's very convenient. And then that's it. That's it, you guys. So I just stir it up and then put the top on it, and then I let it cook for you can do it on high for 3 hours, or you can do it on low for 6 hours. So I usually make it around this time of the day so it can be ready by dinner time. And so that's it. That's all you do. Now, for toppings,
you can use instead of regular cheese, you can use the Daya cutting board style cheese, which one of my friends Danielle put me on. And the regular cheddar cheese, it melts just like cheddar cheese, and so you can like.
I'm gonna do this by myself for today when it's.
Okay.
I can fix my nail when it's lunchtime.
Okay. And so, and so you can use the diet cheddar cheese, the cutting board style cheddar cheese instead of regular cheese because you won't get all of that like extra fat and all of that stuff. Just go get the diet cutting board cheese. Now, you can't like just sprinkle it on. You you have to let it actually melt. So you might like if your chili's still hot, put chili. Um, Put some Daya and then put some hot chili on top of it so that it'll get nice and melty and gooey. And it's really, really good. You can also use the Follow Your Heart cheese, which is good. The Parmesan, Follow Your Heart Parmesan style. It's not dairy. These are non-dairy cheese substitutes, but they're really, really good. And I love cheese. So this was the hardest part for me was not eating as much cheese. And we did vegan for like a year and a half, and that was really hard. And so I have searched high and low for cheese substitutes that taste good. So I am telling you the truth. The Follow Your Heart tastes good, and the Diet Cutting Board shred is really good. You can also use. Let me show you guys. You can also use. Yeah, you can hold it. Kelly's. Let's see. Well, I'll do it. Kelly's roasted garlic parm. I saw that Tabitha Brown used this, and I was like, I'm gonna try it. So I ordered it off of Amazon, and it's a dairy-free cheese alternative. It's vegan. This is the roasted garlic parm, and it's really, really good. It's like Parmesan cheese. It's really good. But she also has Precious. I saw she got like the taco seasoning. There was another one that she got. I forgot.
That and then chili.
Oh no, not yet. This is for at the very, very end before we eat. Mm-hmm. But but you can do it then, okay? Okay. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, you guys. It's super easy, very quick. Like I pretty much made this while we were on the chat this morning, and so that's it. Yay!
Thank you, Ashley.
I just have one question. Like, what time is dinner so we can come over?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is around 5, 6, 7-ish.
I'm getting on the road.
But they love it. The
I
kids
might
love
try
it.
it.
Yeah, you should try it. Let me know if you guys try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Let's
it.
see. Rochelle, I love Kelly's seasoning. I know. I love them too. They're so good. Let's see. Teresa, the hidden gifts of Shackley. Aw, so sweet. Okay, so you guys, thank you for tuning in with us. We have one more week in March. Is it one more week? Wow.
I think so.
Wow. So, wow, March is almost gone, you guys. That is crazy. So, join in with us next Thursday. Now, we also have a health chat. You can go to the website that you see at the very top of the screen, healthchatlife.com. And you can join us tonight at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's when we go into more depth. It's a little bit longer, and we go into more depth about Prove It Challenge, about what you're getting, about what you get access to once you make that decision to get it. Because, like she was talking about in the Health Journey Jumpstart group, you get access to so much that we don't have time to talk about today. But that's what we chat more about in the evenings, and you can bring anybody. Just go to healthchatlife.com. These are free, open to the public. But just want to thank you guys for jumping in with us, and thank you, Miss Lucia, Miss
Oh,
Jones.
you're
Thank
welcome.
you, Lucia.
Thank you.
We are so excited about your health journey, and I love all your posts. Oh my gosh! But one of the things about the group is that we encourage each other and we help each other, and it's just so fun. So I just want you guys to know that healthy, like Crystal always says, healthy can taste good, right? I don't know if that's exactly how she says it, but that's what she said. But healthy can taste good and it can be fun. The whole journey itself can be fun. So anyway, we love you guys. Have a great
Thank you.
day.
All
Okay.
right. Thanks, Coletta. Bye bye.
Bye bye.